Yeah, I really want to do that. All right, so what are we going to talk about next? My favorite color? Because you look at this and you'll notice, especially with a game like this, granted this came out in 2021, right? So at that time, people were still jagging off to how realistic shit looks or how beautiful it is, whatever the hell they want to call it. But now I think people are starting to become privy to what a game should be and what was considered games for the last however many years. And for somebody that I would never want to say, I'm not a gamer, that's whatever the hell that is. Like, I don't live for this crap. Like, I just do this to get content or make videos. Just make videos. But I do this to make videos because I need something to do, and I'm trying to get somewhere in life. You know, it's just that simple. But
what is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Shoto, you must surpass all.
Are you a Renin?
So.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So anyway. Like, I play these video games. There are some games I look forward to because I like having a good time with my life. You know, that's just how it works.
Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can.
But
be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
But it's like, I have time to talk about this because this game just is whatever.
He must have meant Hevrect 35 when he mentioned that overseer.
When it comes to playing video games, I've been playing them for over 40 years.
And what was that about subjects?
I've seen them evolve.
You don't think he meant
and as I said, there was a period of time where good graphics or things looking realistic was enough to draw me in. I did have PlayStation. If you go back to my channels, you note that, yes, I do have Let's Plays and walkthroughs of games from that so-called console.
35 for a long time.
I also had Xbox. I played those games and everything. I've played AAA third-party support games. Like, I played a whole bunch of games. And the one thing that I would notice was there were only a few that I would play over again. And even those that I did decide to play over again, because it was two-story obsessed, and because the story sucked, and because the mechanics themselves, once you got past all the fluff of the, you know, like, for instance, Uncharted, once you got past the god-awful character of Nathan Drake, who was voiced over by one of my favorite United States-based voiceover actors in Nolan North.
That there was nobody else inside the
When
facility.
you get over how funny he is, how every man he is, whatever, and you just go through the gameplay itself and look past all the over-the-top, bombastic Hollywood summer blockbuster events that happen throughout the game, you note that it was a very toned-down version of the original Tomb Raider games, only with more investigatory processing. That's fine. He's got a journal, he looks it up, he gets clues, he solves puzzles. All right, so there's puzzle solving. But the majority of the gameplay is you third-person shooting and parkouring and climbing, which at that time seemed to be somewhat innovative, but now has been redone 10,000 times over.
It's a pretty sophisticated operation.
In fact,
especially since it
a
avoids
recent
any
game
unnecessary conflict.
Was very reminiscent of Uncharted.
I have to imagine that's how Lenegus is still run.
And people were making a big deal about that one too, where you just climb, shoot.
Why
you know,
aren't Renins affected by it in the same way?
Oh, it was the 007 game.
Spirit's mind control
It's just Uncharted. Only you climb and
so
shoot every now and then bullshit your way through
means
things.
to manipulate us Renins.
So you notice that
affect you personally.
there isn't anything that's being innovated. You have controllers with all these buttons and nothing's being changed, nothing's being altered. Even from software who's tried and true, slow, very clunky,
why is that?
Ocarina of Time mechanics
Who can say?
have evolved.
My guess is
Bloodborne,
it just got
Sekiro,
bored,
and then
maybe
Elden
a
Ring,
little
you can
lonely.
even jump.
Don't you want to go
You can
back
jump
home
and
to
attack.
Ren or Lenegus?
You can do a bunch
Our
of
ship
stuff
is
like
going
that.
to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
So other companies
way.
were just copying
If
one
we
another to
went
do the
back
same
after
thing over
knowing
and
the
over
truth,
again.
They'd either
You know, and I'm not
just
here to
brainwash
talk
us
about
or
who works
purge us
hard and who does.
outright.
It's a stupid ass
After
concept.
all this time,
For people to
there's
say,
nothing to
I
be
don't like
gained
it because
from
they didn't
going
work
back.
hard. Dude, fuck
We've
yourself,
all
okay? You
agreed
don't
it'd be
work
best
hard.
to simply stay
Nobody in the
here
United
and
States
watch
really works
everything
hard.
unfold
I work
instead.
hard and I get shit money. It doesn't make any
Things
difference.
are going just fine with the overseer.
But for the most part,
Not that it'll be around
I don't care
much
if you don't
longer.
put effort into
It
it,
can't extend its life any further.
or if you put a lot of effort
That
into
said,
it. If
I'm
the
sure it's
result
pleased to
sucks,
see the
the
final
result
stage of the plan
sucks.
before it
I'm not
passes
going to
on
give you
then.
brownie points because you really believed in it or whatever else.
Thank you for answering our questions.
Like, I'm sure that if you talk to any of these developers, they'll give you the story about how, like, they worked so hard, they thought so much, and blah, 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 blah. And ultimately, it's just a very
Do you
run-of-the-mill
know anything
nothing
about a
game
spirit channeling
where you
plan?
do so much listening
If you mean the first plan
or
from
hearing
300
at
years
least,
ago, then
and
yes.
not much of anything else.
Do you know
a
what
video
its main objective
game
was?
Yes.
needs to
Was
have
use Lennigus to siphon
gameplay
off Dana's astral
be
energy and send
the
it to
selling
Lena.
point, forefront, foremost
Exactly.
important aspect
However, there
of
were two
the game.
problems we had to consider.
The gameplay.
First was
If the
how to
gameplay
collect
I've
and
done
send
1,000
such a
times
large
before,
quantity of astral energy
and
without
or
it becoming
I'm going to
sentient.
do 1,000 times within it, it doesn't evolve, it
Second,
doesn't
we had to
change,
figure out how to convert Dana's energy.
it
so
doesn't
would
do
be
anything
compatible
other
with
than what
Ren.
I've been doing since the very beginning because I
I
have
take
to
it
get
the
to the next
solutions to
cutscene,
those
which takes
problems were
20,
used
30
a wedge
minutes.
for the collection,
That's a shit
and then
game.
the sovereign and made
'Cause
it
it's
to
not
convert the
enjoyable.
energy.
Now, you can enjoy
We have a
watching
winner.
these pretty
However, the
cartoons
first plan
talk,
failed when the
but
sovereign was
at the same
overwhelmed and
time,
became
is there
frenzied.
anything new here? Is there anything being
The reason
explained
for
in
that
all of
is
this
because the maiden
dialogue
lost
and
control.
exposition
I'm told he
that
slaughtered
is
many
something you've
Renans
never
in
heard
Helganquil
before?
that
Something you've
day.
never seen before. And on top of that, what in the motherfuck does that have to do
For
with
the
playing a
next
video
plan,
game?
we tried to recreate the Renaissance.
So, this
but we
game,
didn't
so
have
like,
nearly
I can
enough
talk
of the
during
other
all this,
non-dark astral
and then
energy.
just kind of jump in at one
To
point or
amend
another
that, we set our sights on
know
Dana
exactly what they're
and
saying
implemented a
because
system whereby
they've
we
said
could
this
extract
10,000
energy from
times
it.
before.
And the crown
You write a
contest
story, which is
Correct.
just, hey, look at
Since
the
the maiden had
universe
been
we
the
built.
failing point in
We're
the
going to explain it
previous
to you
plan,
thoroughly.
It was decided
And
to
there's
replace
nothing
her role
interesting.
with machinery to avoid
And it's not
further
really saying
mishaps.
anything.
A new sovereign had to be made as well.
So it's just,
It was such
it's all shit.
tremendously difficult work.
This is such a
Success
shit
was
game.
dubious. But from the look of things,
I can't wait to be
it would
done with
appear
this.
Such worries
I just
were
can't wait to. And again, I'm not playing the DLC. I got the game
So
with
that's
the
what the purpose
DLC,
of
and
that
I
room we
will
found
not
in
play
the
the DLC.
Forbidden
I
Zone
won't do
was.
it. No way.
What about the
I'm gonna get
flower
through
that
this
sprouted from
agonizing
Rena?
experience
Flower?
that
Oh, that thing.
doesn't make
That's the
me
physical manifestation
want
of all the
to,
astral energy that's been
like
harvested
break
from
everything in my
Dana.
room out of rage because there are
As I'm
these
sure
gorgeous
you've
women that are
noticed,
here.
It's quite a lot of energy. At this
And I'm
point,
gonna get
it's
through
likely
it,
that it's become physically
and I'm gonna
integrated
stop.
with Rena's planetary
I'm never gonna play a
structure.
game like this again. I'm gonna trade it in so I
Hevert
don't
35
ever
mentioned that the
have to
spirit
be
channeling
plagued
plan
by the
is
filth of
entering
it
its
again.
final stage.
And I'm gonna
Is that true?
pretend I can
It is.
forget that it's ever
I never
going
thought I
to
would live
be
to
in my
see the day
head,
with my own
which
eyes.
there'll
And yet
always
here we
be
are.
a place somewhere in
Are
my
we done
mind
talking now?
of this
If it's all the same to you,
reprehensible
I'd really
excuse
rather
of a
not miss
game
anything that's about to happen.
that, with all the writing and shit, I mean, I'm sure the people that typed it up had
He
to
talks
work
like the potential
hard,
end of the
but you
world
can
is
clearly
just
see that
another
the
day on the
developers
job.
You've got to
didn't
remember
work
that
for
these guys have
fuck
been living
because
alone up
there's
here
no
for a
game
long
here.
time. Who knows
There's
what
no
shape
game
their
here.
minds are in.
A combat system that was more or less tried and true for years, you just suddenly changed to be as brain dead as possible so we can get through this fucking storyline of
Can we talk to you for a few
more
minutes?
people that are
Sure.
they're the
It's going to
ones
be a
behind the
while before the
curtain,
two planets
those we
undergo their
never
next
speak
shift.
up.
So
How
I
many
can talk
times
until
has
then.
this been done in
Please, tell us
sci-fi
what you
or
know
just
about the
fantasy or
Helgan
whatever? And you're changing the names
You
of
mean
everything,
the
all the key
overseer
points,
species? I
and
can't
doing
say
the
I
same
know
thing
much about
over. Then every
Well,
now
for
and then
starters,
throwing
where'd
in
they
some
come
bullshit
from?
combat, so that the end of the
Where
game
else?
or the second
From
half
Rena, obviously.
can be nothing
From Rena?
but
Wait, are
talking.
you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
Excuse me?
I want you.
I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
God,
Please,
look at that.
tell us more.
Oof,
Well,
Kisara.
in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
But if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't, but there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language, people of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Oh, only if you don't surpass your pool level.
Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use astral arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries.
They have these tiny machines that are practically
That's a close-up.
invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Enough! You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it. Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal.
You know those
They're
weird
also
looking
mostly the
freaky
ones behind
machine
what you
things?
see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
Zippity.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim.
Well, I mean, you're here.
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us
And
in
I'm
the
sure
face.
we're going to waste a bunch more time trying to figure it all out.
And let's
right?
hope this is our last revelation for a while.
Like... And then we have to go into
Feels
this
like
fucking
a whole
skit
world
shit.
has been turned
But
upside
this
down.
is what I'm talking about. Like,
Is there anything we
you
know
could
that's still true at this
easily
point?
have
Seriously,
this
I'm still trying to
while
process the
I'm
fact that we
doing
Renans were created by the
something.
Helganquil, let alone
Come
the
up
Sovereign and
in
Maiden stuff.
information and all these little computers that
Let's
you
take a
keep
moment to
walking
gather
past.
ourselves.
And then
I know
when
all
you
of
read
this
the
is a lot
right
to
one,
believe and take
they
in, but
acknowledge it,
I think
react
it's fair
to
to
it,
say that
and
we
you move
found the
on.
answers we've
It's
been
been
looking
done
for.
before.
Does
No
everyone
big
agree?
fucking deal. Hey,
Agreed.
since you like writing
Though I'll
dialogue so
admit that I
much,
never
why don't you
expected
have
it
it
to
played
all
in
boil
audio
down to
tape?
Rena's
Like in
great
Fallout or
spirit
some
being
shit like
behind
that.
everything.
No, we
Everything
have
that's
to have
happened,
them
everything we've
talk
endured,
to
it's all
people
because
to
of
tell you
astral
about
energy.
Harley Quinns
get
and
that
whatever the
energy,
fuck else
the
we're
Great
doing
Spirit
here.
took control of the
Specifically to
Helganquil.
not get to the fucking point as to
Then
what
the
the great fucking
Helganquil
spirit
created
is.
the Renans, who went on to
Because
invade
suddenly
and rule
we
over
went
the
from
Danans.
letting a chick kill herself
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't
trying to
directly
stop her
control
from
the
killing
Renans
herself,
as well,
to
is likely
saving the
because
entire
they were originally
universe,
Danans all
to
along.
wait a minute, what are we saving the universe from?
Either way,
oh,
I
that's
think it's
right.
fair to say
Those
we've
that
all
are
had a lot to
enslaved
take in at
have been
once.
enslaved by
Maybe too
their
much
offspring.
even. We should
Great to know.
probably take it easy
Never
and
been done
rest our
before,
minds a
right?
bit.
Completely different from
Why don't we
anything
all
you've
take some
seen
time to
a
think
million
things over
times in the
before we
past.
decide on our
I
next
get it.
move?
Stories repeat
That's a good
themselves.
idea, Kisara.
Our origins
If
of
the Renan Great
storytelling,
Spirit really is
typically
behind all
we would
this,
take
we've
bits
got
from
a
here and
really
there and
big
make it
fight
something
ahead of
new.
us.
I get it.
Because it's
We
not
even
just
have like
Dana on the
a
line,
rating
but
system
Rena
or
too.
a categorizing
We're
system
going to do this.
for
We
fairy
need to be
tales.
completely
But
sure of ourselves. So let's
this
go
is
ahead and
something
break
that
off
has
for
been
now.
done so many fucking
We aren't in
times.
any immediate danger.
In
so we
science
should be
fiction,
okay.
it's just ad nauseum at this point.
Sure
You can
don't wanna be
predict
alone
what's going
right
to
now?
happen next.
I could ask you the same question.
I figured I'd
And
get
none
all
of this
my
fucking
thinking in
matters
walking
because
around
what's
and
being
checking up on
ignored
everybody.
is how
I'll
the
go along with
final
you.
50
I'm interested to
hours
hear what's on
is
everyone's
just
minds, too.
nothing but watching cutscenes.
Sounds good.
It's all
Let's
it
go
is.
find them.
If I skipped all these cutscenes, which I might as well...
Everyone's just gone their own way, huh?
Fucking God,
Everything
you
we
can't be
thought we
serious.
knew,
We gotta disband the...
it was all just
What
a
the fuck? We
fabrication
haven't
that the
done
Red
anything in
Wing-
so long!
That the Helganquil made up.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Hevrek 35 has told us, that is.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's
You
possible
know how
the Helganquil
Xenoblade
could be behind
Chronicles
the fruits of Helgen too.
has the
But
Zohar,
if Hevrek 35
or at
was
least
telling the truth,
an
and this
origin
was all
of
just one
humanity or
massive
whatever,
lie, does
that
that mean
is...
everything we've done up until now has been pointless?
I don't want to say
No, I don't
repetitive,
think
but
so.
it's a returning
At least I hope not.
icon throughout the
I think it just
course
means we've lost
of
our
each
foothold
game, and
for
how
now.
each game
That's
in the
all.
series can kind of connect to one another in
Really?
one way or another.
Well,
And Xenoblade Genesis
if we've lost
is going to be
I guess
fucking
we'll just have
incredible.
to find
I can
another.
just tell you right
All
now.
of us together.
I'm going to spoiler
And if we
alert
can't
everybody.
find one, then they'll
Xenoblade
make a new
Genesis
one.
is going to be one of the
End
best
of story.
JRPGs you're ever going to play outside
Make one,
the next
huh?
Fire Emblem game. Because
I see.
Nintendo and all of its exclusives,
Right then.
they make games
Count
better,
me
not
in.
worse. Except for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Because the original Breath of the Wild, well, the original Zelda is far better. But whatever the case, ooh, can I sleep here? Can I sleep here like it's an inn? Stop at the fucking hiccuping. Where the fuck is everybody? This fucking game is so fucking stupid. What? Let's fucking talk more.
Oh,
We haven't
it's
done
you
jack
two.
shit for fucking 20
Does he
hours
seem
with
like
like
he's doing
5
any better
battles.
now?
Not like the battles are any fun.
He who?
Maybe I should be happy with this. I don't have to
you mean
fucking do that
don't
shit
you, don't
anymore.
you?
I know that we're all struggling.
There'll
to
be a
wrap our
huge
minds
boss
around
fight,
it all.
though. I'll tell you that.
But he
And
looked
then
like he
somebody will
was
say, "Well,
taking
you know,
it
if you
really
use your
hard
fast
on
travel,
you.
you can go back and
What do you
do
think
what?
about
Go
everything
back and
we've
do what?
learned? About the Renans? and the
Fucking
Great
hit the same
Spirit and
5
all that?
buttons? 3
On some
buttons, not
level,
5 buttons. I can't give it that
I'm
much
not even
credit.
really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its
Okay.
own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to
I just
destroy
want
our
to be
planet,
done with this. I
then
just
the
want,
only
you know,
thing left
I
for
have
us
this
to do is stop it.
this need
As for the Renans,
to just stop this
I suppose my feelings
and trade it
on that
in
are
whatever.
a bit more
But
mixed.
there could be a possibility. Like I did stop playing
Coexistence
that
between
Prince of
Dahnans and
Persia
Renans and
game
Menancia
that wanted
is
to
still a work
turn
in progress.
be another
In
one.
my
Like
case,
somehow
I think that's partly because deep down,
blasphemous
I was still on guard around
and
Renans.
last.
So-
what was it again? Well, whatever
To
the
be
hell that
told
was
that
called.
they're like us.
Somehow those
that they're
games
actually
could
just
do
like us
2D wannabe from software,
Well-
but nobody else can. And Prince of Persia tried
guess it's a
that
little
with a little bit of
deflating,
Metroid
to
in
be
it.
honest.
Not enough, obviously.
kept a pretty level
because
head.
that
You mean about the
platforming
Renans?
and that parkouring
At the end of
shit,
the day,
which
Paul
more or less
Ganquill
was
and the Great
required.
Spirit are the ones who are responsible.
it was like
But
off the
at the
shit
same
banana
time,
peels,
I
ridiculously over
realize
the
that
top,
not
way too
every
difficult.
Danan is necessarily going to believe
Way
that
too
either.
difficult. And the
know
fact
you're
that they
already aware
made
of
a
this,
game that should have
that
been at
the list
least,
of
I mean, at
grievances
most
the Dahnans
10
have against the
hours
Renans
into
is
like a
long,
20-hour game
and understandably
that required
so.
you to travel back and
And
forth all over
if
the
people
fucking
then
map
find out
to
that
get
they're all
everything.
actually one and the
Just so
same,
that you could still get your ass handed to you
I don't think
by
they're
a
going to
friggin'
take
boss.
to it too kindly.
That was enough for me
Even
to
just
say, you know what,
among the
fuck this, I want
Dahnans,
to do this anymore.
I'm sure
That was
there
more
will
for
be
my
some who
health.
emerge with power and
See,
some
this
who
isn't
won't.
killing me. It's
I
annoying
think
me,
if
but
we
it's
can
not
find a
killing
way
me.
to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Oh my god.
It'd be nice if one day people could learn
we
to
go.
get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task.
Dear Lord in heaven,
We can't
can you
pretend like the
please
past
shut
didn't
the
happen
fuck
and ask
up. Can
people to
everyone
forget
just
their very
please
real
shut
pain
the
and
fuck? You know what? I'm gonna
suffering.
just skip this
Right.
shit. I'm just
In
gonna
a
skip
work-
it.
And we
I
all
don't
have to-
fucking. I don't
That's
give a
it's
fuck
true. It
anymore.
won't
I
be
don't
but I
care.
think
Okay?
now-
I don't care. Just everyone, just shut up. Would it be too much to fucking ask? Why is this person dying here? And they're just sitting, hanging out. 5 happy fucking bottles. Waste more fucking time. Hey, look, I only need 10,000 fucking SP, which only comes up when you fucking fight something, level up. That's the only way you can get the SP for this shit. Improved healing arts. Whoop-de-doo. Reduced art casting time. Oh, yes, totally. Aqueous impact. Like, any of this, anything that, like, it would be difficult for me to have to sift through 1,000 abilities to figure out which one I want. Because they all suck. They're all fucking pointless. Yeah, whatever. Just shut up, everybody. Just
How are you?
Yeah.
Just
But I
fucking
was
shut up.
think-
Just everybody
Dan's-
just shut up.
Yeah,
Just fucking
but
shut
even-
up.
so I
Get
was-
to the fucking
that
point
great
where this
Stan is-
almost
No,
becomes a
maybe.
fucking video game,
We
okay?
won't.
Because it's never gonna fucking happen that this is a video game. So just get to the fucking point where I actually do something more than walk around! Because that's all you do in this game!
You're not real. Did you for?
It was really.
Yeah. Law.
When was this a Tales of Games? When?
I used
When
to-
was it
and when
just
I-
this?
That's when I.
In other
I
words,
thought I knew what I was getting myself
not
into.
everyone. Huh?
I should have watched this game
Law.
first.
Forget.
And then realize that the last 40 hours is talking. So everybody just shut the fuck up. Why do I need to know what the fuck you're thinking? I don't care. You just fucking explain to me what you're thinking. No, I gotta find out from you, the individuals. What the fuck does it matter?
Correct.
Does this do anything?
There is, and the I didn't.
So you guys don't know anything, but you're gonna add to what?
As the one and
what more you don't know?
However,
suck up to this fucking guy who doesn't do shit.
You don't even. Thank you.
Well, it sounds
more
like
talking.
Enough. Right now, it's.
How do you mean?
Because
I can't even skip this shit.
It was how it felt.
I don't.
Whatever. Whatever. I don't care.
Huh?
At this point, I don't care. At this point, I don't even give a fuck. If you told me the origin of the human race in reality, I would still not care.
Yes.
None of this fucking means anything, and your fucking opinions on it don't mean it. It means even less.
Well, is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day...
Really? I didn't notice. I had no idea.
I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
Doing what? Talking about it? Can we have a fucking conversation with them? Are they gonna be level fucking 60 and we're gonna get fucking beaten down because we don't fucking fight anything?
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, and so be it.
Well, I swear to God, if you tell me I have to go back to this fucking planet, I swear to God.
And it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it.
Wait, are we really going to turn this into another Japanese kill the god of your
But it's
game?
not only that.
Because Fire Emblem's done it 1,000 times and done it a lot better. We're really going to do this. We're going to turn Tales of into killing a god.
You're saying there's a chance?
Meanwhile, nobody in this party is worth a fucking damn when it comes to combat.
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony
Holy fucking
showed
God in
Naori
heaven.
that vision.
You know, it's so amazing to me
Did you hear
how
Shion tell it?
you can spend
It's the same one
18
she
hours
sees from her
talking
own
about
dreams as
astral
well.
fucking energy
Indeed.
and
Shion's
run-ins
thorns
and
are
dan-ins and
comprised
their
of
history and all
dark
that dumb
astral
shit,
energy.
and then you get to
One
this
type which we
point
know is
where you
native
can just
only to Rena.
keep throwing out all the terms and
if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending
vernacular and all the
destruction,
fucking, you know, the minutia of all your details and the
Shion's
jargon,
thorns are the
and I
great
still have no fucking clue when
It's
you're
not
talking
actually
about
a
the
Rena
significance
like we
of it, and you gotta explain it anyway.
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though.
Is that really
possible
draining all
the
the
thorns
astral
are a
energy?
part
Yeah,
of the
well, I
great
guess that's gonna be kill everybody. Yeah, I got it. I fucking got it.
the
At
main
this
body
point,
resides
even
in
me
Rena.
not paying attention, I get that you're trying. That astral energy is your mana. It's your midichlorians. It's whatever the fuck metaphysical sci-fi bullshit you turn humanity into. I get it. Okay.
These thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit.
But they have to
I'll
keep
go
making
over there
it
and
seem
give it a
like
piece of my
there's
mind
more
and then some.
information. We got more information for you. No, you don't. You got shit. You got shit. Hey, the flaming sword,
The
right?
question is, how
The
do we
thing that can
confront
barely even scratch
Suffice
some
it to say,
giant
a
praying
flower
mantis
growing out
is
of
going to
Rena is
destroy
enormous,
the creator of
large
all
enough to
things.
house the will of an entire
And when the
planet.
creator of all things is destroyed, what happens to
The wedge
everybody? They
and
just
Lenegis
walk
were both
along like
hard
nothing
enough for us
happened.
to
They
overcome
pray
on
to
our
you
own.
like you're the new god.
This is an altogether greater
How
challenge
about
than merely
that?
6.
How about we have a game?
And we only know
Right?
about the
Because
Thor's
you
connection
fucking
thanks to
people
Naori.
are so obsessed with storyline. How about we have a game where the first half you kill a god, and then the second half explores
35 has
why
been observing the
humanity
great astral spirit
can't
this
be
whole
their own
time.
gods. Why there has to be a greater
wouldn't
power.
ask us to fight it
And
unless
now
it
you
has a
have to
plan of
fight
some
off
sort.
your own hubris
Let's go see what
and
that
everything
is.
that came from it. How about that? How about a game where, oh, wow, that's so okay, whatever, dude.
35
All
our
just,
answer.
you know, talk, I'll be back.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renaissance stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships that people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, If we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine. I'm sure of it.
Right.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
You done? Where are we going? Where the fuck am I going now? All this talk and there's no fucking explanation as to where the fuck I'm going. So am I leaving? Is that what you're trying to say? I thought I was in the lower level, or what? I love a game that's supposedly a role-playing game I have no role in. My role is audience. Where the fuck am I going then? I thought I was already in the lower level. Now you're telling me I'm not. And I love how you have... See, this is one thing I can't fucking stand about so-called storytelling in the modern fucking age. I can't stand when you make shit up that's so over-the-top ridiculous and has no real merit whatsoever just for the sake of having a so-called story. So what you're saying is that these advanced beings, because humanity has this ridiculous belief that extraterrestrials came down and, Scientology, Scientology is filled with evil people. It's worse. But I'm going to believe everything that this guy said. That extraterrestrials, there's no evidence whatsoever other than, look, that looks like a UFO in a painting. Yeah, whatever. Obviously you doctored it, number one. Number two, I'm sure it was a shooting fucking star. These people thought planets were gods, okay? Like, you can't be that fucking stupid. But whatever the case, the whole idea is that these superior beings decided to repurpose themselves
to fight an entire
with
planet.
Other humans.
How exactly do you expect
specifically
us to do that?
To come up with some kind
You
of
must have something up
cockamamie
your sleeve,
fucking
or else you wouldn't put us up to
ritual that has no bearing of anything other than more astral energy. Like that, really? This is the best you can come up with.
It does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore,
Can you just tell me where the fuck it is, please?
The core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience, and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
The fucking thing wants you to destroy this fucking thing. So why don't you just fucking tell us how to fucking kill it?
The Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing.
Well, then we're really screwed because neither one of them are all that fucking good at what they do.
Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body.
If you have the ability, I can't.
The Renis Alma to destroy it.
Oh god, I can't. When you have the ability to stop a higher power, there's no fucking excuse why you can't kill a fucking wolf in less than 3 hours.
By my calculations, your
the people that love shit like this, they're the ones talking about plot. Really, the internet, and it's this is the sad thing. YouTube has nothing to YouTube, Twitter, social media has nothing to do with a good idea. It has nothing to do with having a hard work ethic or a strong work ethic or real morals, whatever. It has very little to do even with sweet pieces of ass showing their shit. Social media is like everything else the United States creates. If you got money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. If you don't, you have no hope at all. Zero.
Wouldn't die.
So the people that watch this shit, because I can't say play it,
didn't fight this whole time just to give up on
they don't understand the relatability to reality because they don't live in that reality. They're rich fucking suburban filth that have no clue what reality is. But you realize that the Renans are oppressing the Danans, which are the majority. And life is miserable.
300 years ago.
And you can do whatever the fuck you want. Because you got money. So when you can drop $300,000 so that your channel has 400,000 subscribers in the first 2 seconds, and then act like, well, everyone else is playing on equal foot. No, they're not.
Hypothesis correct.
They're not. So the numbnuts that made everyone want to be fucking geeks, thinking that, well, if I'm a loser that has action figures as my wallpaper, like I'm still fucking 8 years old, behind me in every video I do, where I'm just talking about shit that's online. When you take these people so seriously, to the point where what they say is gospel, you get shit like this.
No.
This game.
Wait.
This game can't. What
they
I call
said that the
this
Renis
thing
Alma can
can't
suppress the self-realization
tell
of
you
astral
how to
energy,
spell dog
and that the
without
thorns
it
can be
taking 5
neutralized
hours.
by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the
DOJ.
Great
You know what a D
Spirit,
is? You know,
seeing
okay,
as the thorns
DOJ.
are
No,
simply
they would
part of
turn
it?
it into a 40-minute cutscene.
Well, can it?
Why can't this just figure the fuck out in fucking
and could contain the great
mechanics?
astral spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renis Alma was previously
Are you not
lost
seeing
when that ceremony
Xenogears,
failed.
the original
I
Xenoblade
cannot allow
Chronicles
it.
game, right?
Its uncertainty
Xenogears,
is
before model
simply too
itself
great.
was bought by Nintendo,
What does that mean
and
for us if
you know,
you won't
God, do I
allow
love
it?
you. And like everything else Nintendo does,
Your starship will
help
not be restored.
put together to save
and
the
you will
world and all
all
that
be
stuff. in the
unable
video
to
game
leave
industry
here.
anyway. Xenogears was said to have rushed the ending.
I'd rather stay here and rot than do
What
it
they
your
said
way.
about the reason behind and the evidence
Whatever we
behind
do, if
rushing
we
the
mess
ending
up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it.
was,
If you're fine letting that
and I watched
we have nothing
an
to gain
entire,
either way,
like the whole
then
game
I'd rather
itself.
do nothing.
When you get to a certain point,
We want
it
to
just
stop
has the
Dana
main
from getting
character
destroyed. We
talking.
want to save it.
There's this
But not if
cutscene
it
where the
means
main
having
character
to
talks,
sacrifice
and
one
then
of
you
us in
go
the
to where he
process.
said they were.
If all
You
you're
don't
gonna do
get
is
there
sit
via
back and watch us
gameplay
where it's
mechanics. You
safe,
get there via he
then quit
says.
ordering us around and shut up.
He says we were here, and that's and then you do what you have to do. Then the
What
woman
you say is
speaks,
irrational.
and she says,
Be that
"We
as
were
it
here,"
may,
and then you go to that.
I
Like,
shall
there's
accede
no
to your
actual
demand.
travel. That's Russian.
agree?
That's you ran out of
I am an
the
observer.
financial support,
The sovereign,
the
maiden, and
producer,
Renis Alma
whatever,
are my
the
species'
company
greatest
itself that distributes it. They were not having it,
I
and
wish
all
to
the
see
constraints,
how well
everything
they
they had
work
to get it
against
out of the
Great
door.
Spirit in light of our demise.
This
by its
game,
hands.
this thing,
But what are we supposed to do?
whatever the
about
hell it's
Renis
supposed to
Alma?
be,
One of your
has
buddies
spent
ran off with it back on
the
Lennox.
last 20 hours on doing nothing but talking.
That the Renis Alma
You've seen a few areas and it talks. That's all you've done. I have put my
So our only option to retrieve it is to head
Pro
straight for the Great
Controller
Spirit and take
on
it
my
back.
left leg, and I've sat here
According
and
to my
watched this play itself out
the
while I'm
astral
trying to
energy
come up
is
with
most
commentary
densely concentrated
that
in
could
the
be
center
far
of
more
Renis,
entertaining than this
where
dumb
the
shit.
Great Spirit's core is
So I have
located.
done nothing. I have done nothing. Even a
So right
Sony
in the
game
middle
you'd
of
balk
that
at
giant
some
flower,
point.
then.
I have done nothing. This
I
game
have one more
got
question.
praised.
You
Praised.
said that Rena's great
You're
astral
telling me this
spirit
isn't
is
rushed.
already integrated with the planet.
You have spent more time
happen to Rena
on
once it
voiceover
vanishes?
acting than you have on creating a
Without
playable
the
game.
will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted
I'm not doing.
to
I will not do
collapse.
this anymore. Why is it
Even in
P?
such a
Yeah,
scenario,
because it doesn't
the
talk.
energy will
And I can
disperse,
skip through it.
and the Great Spirit will
Oblivion.
likely
Yeah,
melt
because I
and
put
reform.
how many hundreds of hours
So you're
in
saying that
my
even if we
previous
manage to beat the Great Spirit
decades
without
on this planet, my
destroying
20s and
we'll
well, my
still be in
20s
danger?
into that game. Elden
Likely,
Ring.
the
Yeah,
collapse will
because I'm a
occur
sucker
in
for Miyazaki
stages.
games.
It is
Mostly
recommended
gameplay.
that you all
Then of course you
escape
have the
before
Nintendo
the
game
final
coming out.
stage.
And when the Nintendo games come out,
I wish
that's
that thing
when
would tell
I
it to
pay
us
fucking
straight for
attention.
once.
Hevrek 35
Because that is
and others
the
have gotten
only
used to
company, aside
hypothesizing
from
from
them,
afar is all.
is maybe Capcom, well, definitely Capcom, Tecmo, maybe From Software, pretty much From Software. These are the only other companies that make legitimate fucking videos.
Fix our starship.
And notice they're
We're going
all
to Rena.
Japanese. You notice it's all
Excellent.
Japanese. Now this is a Japanese company.
But I want to make one thing clear.
Don't get me wrong.
We're doing this for ourselves.
But
to
I'm
protect
not-
what matters
I'm
to
not
us.
I'm not
We're
doing
not
this
doing
anymore.
it for your sake.
I'm not doing this
Or
anymore.
because you told us to.
Metaphor Refantasio, I'll
Remember
get
that.
that. I've seen it. There's combat. I don't know
It
if I'm doing
matters
Claire
little to
Obscura.
me.
Don't even know if
The
I'm
end
doing it. I
result
have no
shall be the
interest.
same.
Really? That's going
Repair
to come out on the
work
Switch
your
2 sooner or
starship
later.
has
I'll get
commenced.
no Rest for the
You'll have
Wicked,
to wait until
no
it's
talking.
finished.
Are you fucking serious? Wait for, oh my god, this game.
Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure.
I want to make
In
use
small
of your
doses,
vagina.
Maybe, and with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit
Oh
vessel's
my
worth of
God.
energy.
Dear
if it
Lord.
has the capacity to
Oh my
manage
God.
that, it can do
Wait.
this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended
Where's
up
White
releasing
Lion
it all
when you need him?
moments later. Remember?
sing Wait.
Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrek 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
I never thought there could be something with women this stunning that I despised. I walked. Can't be having that. Am I missing something? Like, I'm not missing anything, right? You don't do anything in this game. How long is it? I think it was when I turned the difficulty down to normal, or from normal to very easy. I think it was then that I started
still
losing it
thinking
with
about
this
what the
game,
scientists
because
told
this
us
game
about
doesn't
where
take
Renans
long
really
for
come
it to
from?
show how suck-ass it is.
I am.
I do love her, though.
But not for
I'm
myself.
so madly in love with her.
You're worried about
But-
the future of the Renan people.
It's just getting worse. It's getting
The fact that
worse.
our people have been the same
I'm not
this whole
exaggerating.
time
I'm
will
not
only
putting
give
on
the
a show
Danans
per
further
se.
reason to
I'm just
resent us.
being absolutely brutally honest.
But you still intend to confront
This
this
is
truth
one
head
of
on,
this is
don't
the
you?
worst. This is everything that I make fun of
I
about
did
Sony
declare that I would
exclusives
live my life for the living, and not
dialed
the dead.
up to about 10,000.
Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain
Because
dedicated
at
to
least
the cause.
Sony exclusives
I'm
or
sure
games
you'll
of
do
that
great.
ilk, you probably would have to press
Now
A
that I
button.
think about it, I don't believe
Like
I've ever
Persona,
heard
you
you,
probably press
criticize or
A a
reproach
lot.
us Renans even once.
This shouldn't even do that.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan.
God, I need sex with you.
You changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an
Is there any
opportunity
reason for
to
that?
see them in a
Well,
different
yeah, it's
light.
to see her. That's all I care about.
Thanks to your reforms,
But I still don't
we
care
were
enough
able
about
to
it.
stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives.
God,
Of
I need you.
course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside.
But
we knew that not all of you were like that.
We've done
There were
this,
those
right?
of you
We've
who were
established this
good.
already.
And that was a start.
Just
when
so
it
you
comes down
know,
to it, Renans are just
if you're ever
people.
going to write,
They can be good or
when
bad,
you establish
just like
that
Danans.
the main character
That
lives
is,
in the
in
house,
essence, the heart of
you
your
don't
approach,
have to
isn't
go
it? That
through
we're all people.
every
Yeah,
single
it is.
person's reaction
When you
to
can
that
pull
person
someone
lives in
aside
the
and
house.
talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
What's this got to do with destroying the Great Spirit?
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more?
I've never heard that before.
That's the
Called
ideal
communism.
future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy.
Oh, I'm
Though,
sorry. According
that
to the
said,
United States, communism
I would be
is when
doing
rich
it for the
tell
people
poor
of the
people what to
future
do.
first and foremost.
I forgot about that. In a society
Do you
where
still
rich
plan to
people tell
return
poor
to
people what
Lenegis
to
when
do,
this is over?
the United States insists that communism is where
Indeed, I
rich
do.
people tell poor people what to do.
I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in
Take away
Lenegis
your
proper,
land. No,
however.
communism is that
My
everybody's
first
equal.
order of business may
That's
be
what's
to find
supposed to be.
somewhere to live.
And the vote is
You'll
based
always
on
have a home
popular
in
vote,
Menancia,
not based
you know.
on representation or whatever. That the people, that's what it's supposed to be.
As I
Why
shall
it's
ever
called
keep in
communism.
mind.
Community. Duh. Makes
Well,
sense, right?
If you ever need a helping
Now, do I
hand,
believe in
don't
that? No,
hesitate to
because
come
it's never
get
going to
me.
work. Because
I'll
nobody
always
can be equal
there
to
for
another
you.
person.
Doe.
God, I love you. The world is filled with bigots and
Did you just-
ignoramuses. It's never going to happen.
Never mind.
But to make it seem like it's
Thank
not
you,
a
Kisara.
wholesome, it's a Christian idea.
I appreciate your
Funny that an
patience as I
Israelite
work all
came
this
up
out.
with the concept overtly, but
Don't even
Lenin
mention it.
was Lenin. I don't even. I
And
think Lenin
really,
was an Israelite
when you
too.
think about it,
Whatever the case,
now that we know the two of us aren't so
it's a Christian
different
idea
after all,
of togetherness
don't
and
you
everybody
think that
being
brings
on
down
equal
a
playing
barrier
ground.
that used to be between us?
And then everybody does what they do best, and that's
I
called
hadn't actually
communism.
thought of it that way
So it's
before.
funny when people talk about equality
But I
and
do like the
helping
sound
each
of
other
it.
out and everything, and then they denounce
Yeah.
communism like it's
I think I
about
do too.
rich people. No, that's not what it's about. Now, as I said, it could never work because nobody wants to be equal to each other. There are very few people, Catholics, that want to be equal to. And not even all of us want to be equal to everybody else. But for the most part, when you talk about equality, you're talking about communism.
Was there something you wanted to
It is
talk about?
the most liberal of liberal ideals.
If everything
That
we've heard
everybody's
about
equal,
the Great Spirit is true,
everybody gets along,
then we're getting
everybody loves
close
each
to
other.
our
They just
final
need
battle.
they just need to be allowed to do
So
that.
I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For
So
what?
if somebody tells you that you live in a communist
I was being
society
real stupid before.
and you have
about whether Dennis
no
Will had been
resources,
controlling
no
us and all
capacity
that.
to live, a rich guy and his military coups taking everything, that's
I
not
get why
communism.
you're angry now.
Sorry to tell you, you can
Anybody
call it
would be
whatever
if
you want.
Something they trusted.
You
was
can call
being
it
questioned.
fucking, monkey balls
So, I'm
circus
sorry,
experiment.
Rinwell.
It doesn't
Really.
make any difference.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
That's called a dictatorship. Like, for instance,
No,
the United
Ma.
States.
Honestly,
right? The United
I think you
States
might have
is
been
a
onto
hardened
something.
dictatorship. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
course you
I
were
was supposed to
worried.
move something. I
Who
forgot.
wouldn't be if they found out there might be some
The United States
invisible
acts
force
like
pulling
it's
our
socialist.
strings
It
this whole
pretends
time?
that it's capitalist, but yeah, it's capitalism in the sense that the capitalist rulers already
You
had
really
all the
trust
money.
Dennis Will, don't you?
Nobody else was
Is it
able to
because
get
you
it.
can sense it a lot more than the rest
Anybody
of
that
us?
became successful
Because
from
you can
another country or
understand
whatever had money before
Yeah.
they got here.
I think that might
It's
be
a
part of
fucking
it.
lie when people
But
say,
I
I
think
came here with nothing.
I also
Bullshit.
want to believe it's
Because
good.
then the next statement you make is about how you were
Remember
able to
how I
start
used to
something
really resent
which you
coming
can't
from a
start
family of
anything.
mages?
Not even taking
of
a
course.
shit in the toilet
Because you were
without
always
having
on
to
the
pay
run
for it
and
in the
had to
United
live in
States.
hiding.
So clearly you had something.
when we rescued Zephyr and...
You can't go, that's
finally
just a lame-ass
decided to come
fucking
along
rich
with you
person
all,
excuse for why
something
nobody else is
changed
successful.
inside me.
You stole all the
It was
resources
the
from everybody
first
else
time
and then acted
I
like,
felt
well,
my
you should have been
powers
able to
had any
do what I
meaning.
did.
Even if that meaning was only helping
So you
guys
take the United States, right? So it's a total
Then, when
dictatorship,
I felt Dana's
right?
will, I was
Where the
overwhelmed by
politicians
how
tell you
vast
what
and
you have to
warm
believe
it
in. That's
was.
how much your vote
It
means
made me want to
nothing.
believe my
You have no
powers were made
statement in
to
anything that
connect with
happens,
it.
and
It
the
made me
politicians
believe I had
tell
a bigger
you
purpose.
what you have to believe in. Well,
So
if you're,
that's why you hope
a
it doesn't
liberal or
turn
whatever,
out to
you have
be
to believe
bad.
in
You almost
X, Y, and
need
Z.
it to be kind.
If you're a conservative, you have to believe in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Either way, whatever side you're on, you have to be a little
all right.
pussy
Then I
and run
promise
to
I'll
your
lay off bad
lawyers and your
nothing.
representation, or your so-called
You will?
representation, which only works if you can lobby
There's no
for
way
their
for me
support,
to
which
know
means you have
for
to have
sure
money.
one way or the other,
You
right?
go to them,
But you
one
trust
way or
it pretty
another,
well,
to
and
cancel
that's
out
enough for me.
anybody that speaks
So I'll
against you
trust
and
it because you do.
can have an argument that puts you in your place, and you don't want to hear that argument because
Remember
you just
what
want
I
to be
said
right.
about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
So all these people that complain about
Yeah.
cancel this and cancel that,
That's
and how
not
liberals
quite
cancel
true.
everything, you're ignoring
I can feel
a
just a
period of
little bit of
time,
Rena's
which was the
inside
majority
you
of the
and
United
everyone
States when it was
else.
trying to act like it was
What?
the Christian,
I sensed it when
wholesome
we
center
first
of the
got
world, and it banned
It's a really
every
small amount, so
fucking
it doesn't
thing
feel like it has a will of its own.
that was not
But
considered
I think that's how
one
Dana's energy
specific
probably is too.
innocent aspect of life.
So you're saying
It
there's a
banned
little
any
bit of
song
Dana's
that
will
sang about
inside
anything
each
other
of
than
us?
"I'm poor and I'll help you because I love you."
In a way,
it banned
doesn't that
every
mean we're all Dana's
movie
will?
that came from like Europe that had a little bit,
Well, like you said,
of like
unless
feminine
Dana's
charm
energy
to
comes
it.
together, it
If
has
you
no will.
said anything that was
So if we
considered
all have a little bit of
anti-American,
Dana's
you were
astral
lucky if
energy
you could
inside
fucking
us.
live
Yeah.
2 more days. Didn't matter
Maybe.
who you are.
Hefrick 35 might
So
know the
everybody
answer.
that talks about the cancellation now ignores about the cancellation for the majority of the United States because they don't realize
You know what?
the FCC was
I don't
created
need to ask
in the
you.
early 1900s
My
when
will is my
radio
own.
became popular
fight for who I
in the
want
United
to fight
States, about 40 years
That's who I
after it
am
was
now.
already popular
Who
everywhere
I've
else.
become.
And they had to make sure that a federal funded organization of people who didn't earn the right to be
Thanks,
there
Rinwell, for sharing that.
banned anything they felt was inappropriate. There was never any freedom in this shithole. Never. Unless you can afford it. That's a dictatorship. But when you're talking about something like this,
To be honest, the
where
only
they
reason
want
I was
everyone to be
suspicious
equal,
of Dana's
that's
will-
fucking communism.
Well, I
Sorry
mean,
to tell
it
you.
mostly
So if you
was-
call yourself a
I feel
capitalist
like you
and
and
you
I
hear
have
something
grown
like,
apart
yeah,
lately,
everybody's equal, and you're
I
not
was worried It
appalled,
was because
that's because you're not a capitalist.
never
Because
mind.
capitalism is all about
Nothing.
how the rich
Just
people have
forget about it.
everything, and you know,
No,
take it.
what were you
Listen,
saying?
every economy is based
I
on
don't remember
balance.
saying anything.
Now
You have a
won't
pool.
tell
It's
me what
like
you were thinking.
SP.
That's not
You
what
have a
I'm
pool or
saying.
CP,
Spit
whatever
it
the fuck
out
it is.
already.
You have a pool of it, and only so much can be divvied out to everybody. So if there's no sharing, and it's just rich people can take whatever they want, then rich people take whatever the fuck they want. That's when the capitalism, so-called capitalism, is a dictatorship. So you get it now? Everything else is just regulations against the rich. Communism,
You sure you don't wanna
the
get some
so-called
rest?
communism you have here is just the bourgeois doesn't want anyone being richer than them, so they regulate all the politicians
I've got
and,
too
and
much on my
business owners,
mind.
whatever, so they can't get richer
Especially
than
knowing
them.
how close
Again,
our last
it's
battle is.
capitalist dictatorship. It's not communism.
How are you doing, Sheila?
Because communism wouldn't have a bourgeois. Everybody would be equal.
Same as you, still trying to absorb
Like
everything.
what Christ would want. That's just fact. You can try to deny it all you want. That's just
Remember when it
fact.
was so
Because
simple?
it doesn't
We're only
fit your
fighting all the
narrative.
lords
Well,
on
you
Danon.
live in your fucking ignorance.
Although that feels like
What's
a
that got to do with this
lifetime ago,
game?
doesn't it?
Nothing. Got nothing to do with this game. Well, aside from the fact that she mentioned
Ages
everyone being
and ages
equal.
ago.
It's got nothing to do with this game,
Everything
per
that's
se.
happened since we first
It's just
met.
that this fucking...
So many
Why am I
fights,
calling it?
so much
This
chaos,
fucking
so many
production
wonderful people.
is so fucking bad and so fucking boring and
If I
so
hadn't run
fucking
into you that
useless
day,
and such a fucking waste of my
wouldn't have
energy
met all
that
of
I have to
you.
come up with something.
I never would have held the blazing
be
sword.
entertaining.
Looked for something more. I
Folks,
wouldn't
we
have
are
my
at
memories back.
48 fucking
I'd
minutes.
still be a faceless
Do you know what
slave.
this video, this
Like as not long
48
dead.
plus minute, this near 50-minute video has been? Do you know what this video's been? It's been 50 minutes of
Hey,
me walking
Alvin,
here,
I want
talking
you
to
to
people,
promise me something.
walking these people, talking to
Yeah.
them, walking to my party, talking to
can't
them,
find the
and then
Renaissance
cutscene after cutscene after cutscene.
there's something I
That
want you to do.
is all this is. That is all this has become. This is devolved
Like
to
Hevrick
nothing
35
but a
said,
fucking
the only
movie.
way we can end the Great Spirit for good is
A movie
to go
where
after
all
both
you
the
gotta do
main
is
body
change the
and Lana
names,
and the thorns
and you've
in
seen
me.
it 1,000 times before.
I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back...
What, kill you?
You'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit. And me along with
No, he doesn't want to do that, because he's in love with you. So he won't do
It's
it.
true the blazing sword may not have the strength
So then what's
of the
going to
Renis Alma.
happen is that it's going to look like he's going to have to do that. He's not going to do it. And then the Idris Elba is going to save them.
It has to be worth a try.
Their love for one another. Or maybe he will do it, but his love for her will bring her back.
Have you forgotten everything?
And then it'll just undo it anyway.
Isn't just our
That's what's going
problem.
to happen.
It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike.
That's what's going to happen. Calling it right now. And the problem with it is, it's going to take all this conversation
anything. We can't second guess ourselves when the
and
time
like
comes.
1 or 2 battles.
I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got.
Well, I hope, because he can't do anything without getting hurt. And he needs someone to
If it
heal
comes
him.
down to it, I need you to be prepared.
You really
too.
just want to fucking commit suicide. It's just all it comes down to. Hey, didn't I see this in not Guardians of the Galaxy?
Okay.
Avengers Infinity War, which had nothing to do with the Infinity War in the comic book.
I'm going to fight.
There wasn't even an Adam Warlock in that one. Didn't she say that if Thanos got a hold of her, he had to kill her? Because out of nowhere, they came up with this reason why she couldn't be near Thanos anymore.
Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
So, once more, the main idea of this game is that's the power of love.
So it's a promise then?
Still going on.
Yeah.
51 minutes. 51 minutes of nothing but talking. The couples that apparently were going to end up together, they had to have their
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact
that this means we're
mistake
getting
no
to
one
the
would ever make
end,
twice.
like the
After
real
they'd seen
end.
what could happen,
As I mentioned,
fear would
when the
always
end
linger behind
happens,
their
I'm
eyes.
going to do my
My
review.
entire life,
I'm
I
going to
never
go
had
home, have a
someone
nice warm
willingly
meal.
reach
I'm
out
going
to
to
me.
go and I'm going to kill you right there. Now I'm going
But when
to
you
finish
reached
this
out
off.
to me and gently took my
I'm going to do my review.
you didn't react at all.
And then I'm going
It
to
was
take
so
this
easy for
fucking
you.
pile of shit,
I don't
this
have
waste of
words
my
for the
life.
shock I felt in
I'm
that
going to
moment.
drive to GameStop. I'm going to trade it in
That's because I
with all the
couldn't
money
feel
that I
pain
have
back
left,
then.
all the cash that I have left, and my gift card. I'm going to pre-order Oblivion,
once you
physical
could,
copy, paid in
you
full,
still chose
and
to
take
keep
whatever's
reaching out
left.
to me.
I'm going to get more Nintendo
And when you
eShop
did,
money,
I
and
felt
I'm going to
this
use whatever I can get
warmth that I
to
had
get the
never
Liza
known
P
before.
and Elden Ring. And whatever I couldn't afford with
Still,
the money that I
hate
put
having
down,
to see you
I'll
suffer
just use
through
on
it
my
every
own.
time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
You know, Shion,
I do,
I'm sure
because
this is the only man you've ever been with,
Shion.
but he had another
I,
chick that was your descendant. Does that not bother you?
No.
God, I love you.
You can tell me once my thorns
Hey,
are
you know
gone.
what that sounds like? Didn't I mention it before?
Okay.
7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins, where there was a curse where Meliodas would always find Elizabeth's reincarnation, fall in love with her, she would fall in love with him, and then she would die. Once she remembered everything that they shared when she was her original holy form, angelic form. That's what that sounds like. Because her ancestor was like his first quote-unquote love interest.
Everybody get
Then
enough rest?
now
You
she's
ready for this?
the love interest.
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed.
No,
Can't stand around
no,
waiting all day.
stay and talk. Go
Our
ahead.
task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save
I
our
want to go all the way
worlds.
with you.
That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one
At some
last
point
world to
with
tear
all
down.
this bullshit
Repairs on your
conversation, do
starship
you
are
not
complete.
suddenly
Everything is in
forget
working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35?
to
You can see
find
this
these
from where you
characters
are?
likable and relatable?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
I hear all.
Keeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I've been stuck in my tiny room for a very,
unlocked
very
all
long time
functions
listening
on
to you
your
fucking
starship.
people talk.
You can now make use of
You
this
are
warp
hearing me
drive.
talk. This game is the Al Gore game. That's what it is. You are hearing
You
me
mean
talk.
like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Just telling me that I need to go to my ship and get blasted back to Rena is taking this long.
Unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
I hope the people that type this up,
once we
I hope
reach
you
the
have
shell,
carpal tunnels.
It appears we'll have to infiltrate
That's
the
what I
core
hope.
by foot. Understood.
My God, I love you, Kasara.
We gotta go
You don't
all the
even
way
want to
down
know
just
what I hope for the
walking?
people that put it all together.
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal?
If I hear
once we
there's another
defeat the Great
Tales of
Spirit?
game, I'll spit on my
I
TV.
have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
I should have never gotten this.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As
That is a
such,
shadow of
it
inevitability.
would be illogical to risk
Yeah.
the success
Hey, you know
of
what
the
this sounds
mission
like?
in
This
a
sounds
vain
like
attempt to save
Matrix,
my
doesn't
kind.
it? How there's this
We
one
understand.
central
Get that
computer
thing
thing
lighten up a
that
bit.
controls people.
Everything it says seems to be about
Wants to use their
logic.
astral energy or their life
Well,
force.
Come on, Doe.
Hold up. Did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
So let me do this because I got nothing better to do.
What?
Law and Rinwell
As
will have
sovereign,
a lot of children.
Your identification
And the
number
reason is
indicates
because
that you
they
are
have
well
this thing
past
where
your
they're just
predicted
very
life
feisty and they act
expectancy.
like they don't like each other. So they're gonna
Similarly,
fuck like fucking
the maiden
bitches.
lacks any
There's just gonna be
identification
no end to
number,
what they do
as
to each
her
other.
function should have been rendered unnecessary.
Dolene
Despite this,
and
the two
Kasara
of you
will probably have that
continue to
platonic
exist.
relationship where they just kind of mess around and stuff. And there most likely won't be any children involved. She might even marry another guy, but they'll have
because
sort of a
others have
platonic
entrusted this
sexual
to us.
relationship where he's with
Over the
his
years, many
Brennan
people
wife,
have come
she's with her
together
dad
and
and
sworn
husband,
to
and they
see
still
this
kind
through
of
to the end.
get it on every now and then. Shion and Alphen are going to be that, like,
mean it is because
they only
of
have sex
multiple
once every
chance
few years.
interactions?
They have
The
like
likelihood
one
of
or
such
two
events
kids.
is statistically
You'll be like
improbable.
Goku and Chi-Chi, where
Why have you
they
two
had
continued
Gohan
to
and then
persist under
11
these
years later they had
conditions?
Goten. Like, that's like the kind of relationship they're
It's
going to
hard
have.
to explain.
Now,
honest, I
if
don't
I
think
were
it's
married to
something that
Chi-Chi,
observer
or if I were married to
understand.
Shion, or if I were married to Kasara, we'd have about 15 kids. She would have to tell me, no, we're stopping now. I'm cutting you off completely.
All
Either
right.
I cut you
Time to
off, you
get
let me
back
cut
on the
you
fall
off,
nights.
or I'm going to cut off something else. I'd be like, all right, I don't want that to happen. So, yeah. But this is the kind of relationship we're going to have. All right, so anyway, that was compelling. Till next time.